Let's start with some overview. Okay, suppose if you take the Python here, first who are going to learn? This is very important. Okay, which stream, which technology guys will going to learn? Okay, that is very important. Okay, first one is come up with scripting. Let's introduce step by step what is scripting. All these subtopics I will explain. Okay, first one is scripting. Okay, this is the one part. The next one is website development. Okay, there are, we can call two web frameworks, Django and Flask. There are two web frameworks, Django and Flask. Okay, next, data science. I will explain who is going for fresher, who is what you learn. It's a best experience, what you learn best. I will explain. Okay, the data science have different will be there. Data analysis. Okay, next, ML means machine learning. LLM, large language models. NLP, natural language processing, and finally AI. These all under the data science. Don't confuse. The data science is not different between ML, LLM, LLP, data analysis. Okay, the combination of all we can call it say data science. Okay, suppose any trainer will teach you ML. Okay, any trainer will teach you ML. Okay, that is not the data science. That is not a full stack data science. That is one of the module in data science. Okay, one of the concept in data science. Data analysis, that is one of the concept in data science. LLM, large language models, that is one of the concept in data science. NLP, natural language processing, that is one of the concept in data science. Now everyone know AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, that is one of the data science concept in. Okay, that is one of the data science concept. Okay, if you learn all this, the data science is completed. Then you are a data science developer. Okay, otherwise you don't have the designation like data science developer or something. Okay, now AI is trending. Now present AI is trending based on the company, based on the use cases. They can use anything, data analysis, ML, LLM. If you make it as a resume data science, you know the data science means the combination of all. They will ask from the interview point of view, data analysis questions, ML, machine language questions, LLM questions, NLP, AI, anything they ask. Suppose you mention particularly machine learning, they will take it as okay, you know only machine learning. Okay, if you make it as LLM in resume, okay, they will ask for the LLM related. Okay, don't confuse that what is difference on data science and ML or LLM data analysis. The combination of all we can call it say data science. The next is cloud platforms. Cloud, what is cloud? Present there is actually three is there. One is AWS, Azure. The next one is GCP, Google Cloud. Okay, GCP, Google Cloud. Okay, AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay, mainly we can use this Python in AWS. This is the cloud, and the next one is testing Okay, who are going for automation testing or any jobs, we can go for this Python. And the next one is DevOps. Okay, these all are the important in Python. If you want to go for any stream, you compulsory learn core and advanced Python. Okay, once you learn, then only you can uh, go for any other technology like scripting. The scripting is covered in core and advanced topics only. If you go for website, you learn Python. After that, you learn two frameworks like Django and Flask. Okay, here in this class, I will explain how you are working as a Django and Flask. This is preferred for freshers. Okay, who are going for Python side, coding side, you need to learn Python with the Django or Flask. Okay, you can go for the fresher. Data science preferred for experience, at least 2+ years of experience. Okay, because how the real-time market, the data science, no one is preferring for the freshers. At least they have 2+ years of IT experience, then only they will go. Cloud, the freshers will be go as well as experience will be go. Both will be go. AWS, Azure or GCP. Testing, everyone will go. Freshers are experience. DevOps also it's a experience because DevOps also asking 2+ years of experience. Okay, this is all about the overview of Python. Okay, here let's start with scripting. What is the detailed explanation of scripting? What is the scripting? Okay, all this overview we are covering all core and Python concept covering. Okay, by using this overview we can cover all the modules and everything. One or two are missing. Okay, I will explain after the classes. Suppose who are personally who are going to the AWS or DevOps or testing, we have different modules will be different libraries will be there. I will give those libraries. You can guys will be work on those libraries for clearing the interviews and everything in the real time also. It will be helpful. Okay, next we can start from scripting, right? As per the overview, first is scripting. Let's understand what is the scripting. What is the scripting? Okay, in earlier, like when 1990s or 1995 or at the stage, okay, everyone writes some scripting languages like procedure oriented programming languages. Okay, like C, Pascal. They use some different languages, different languages. Okay, what is use of this scripting? Okay, Python is work for scripting, Python is work for web designing, everything will be work. That's why we can call Python is a procedure and object oriented programming language. Okay, procedure and object. We can discuss detailedly why we can call it a procedure, why we can call it a object, what it support. Okay, let's see present the introduction of scripting. What is scripting? Okay, let's understand. Okay, suppose if you take any mobile recharge, okay, you can recharge for 30 days. You can recharge for 30 days. Okay, on 25th day, you receive message, right? What message you can receive? Okay, your plan is expiring so on so date. Plan is going to expiring so on so date. It will become 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, until 30, 3 to 5 days it will be come. They intimated your plan is going to expire. Your plan is going to expire. Okay, here what you need to write? You need to write some Python script. scripting. Based on the company, it will be changed. You need to write Python scripting. Okay, the scripting will be support Python. You can write it C. You can write it. Okay, Pascal, Cobalt. Okay, there is so many languages you can write the scripting. Node.js. Okay, so many languages will be there. Okay, coming to the Python, you can write some script here. Okay, we can call it say cron jobs. Cron jobs. What is this cron jobs will be do? Okay, in server, what we do, we can make it as a on 25th day on this time, sometime. Okay, send message to that particular person. We can write what scripting you can write all message what your message is, right, your plan is going to expiring and that particular person phone number contact number will be there, right? You can take the data from the database that person, you write this message, we are sending on 25th day morning 6 p.m., sorry 6 a.m. Okay, 28th day morning 6 a.m. or 30th day morning 6 a.m. Your plan is going to expiring. Your plan is going to expiring. Okay, just sample script you can write it and you can send. What you know for writing the script, just you need to know the core and advanced Python. That is enough. No need to worry about remaining. Okay, this is all about the scripting. This is all about the scripting. Okay, next is website designing. Website designing or website. Okay, for creating website means suppose if you go for amazon.com, if you see if you see in the amazon.com, there is a registration page, login page will be available. If you see the interface, if you see the interface, okay, the interface developed in Angular, developed in Angular. What this website will be do, web frameworks and website will be do. Okay, if you give some data in the registration, okay, suppose this is UI, this is UI, this is your frameworks Django or Flask, anything. So many PY or pyramid, so many is there. These two are the famous. These two are the web frameworks for creating the sites and everything. Okay, this is the database. Any database, SQL, no SQL, any database. Okay, what it will be doing, any website, if you take any amazon.com, facebook.com, anything, or swiggy.com, anything, how it's going to work. Okay, what happen, the UI, you enter the username, password and everything. Okay, and the logic will be goes to the backend. This we can call it say backend. This we can call it say front end. The backend is developed by using the Django and Flask frameworks. Okay, here some logic will be there. The enter data is correct or not. If the data is fine, we are storing into the database. How it's the backend will be work? It's a mediator to the front end and database. Mediator to the front end and database. Okay, all the data post request, if you post any request, it will store into the database. If you want anything, it's get from the database. Okay, it's everything will be, the logic is the backend, the main logic will be available in the backend. Okay, you need to Python with any one framework is enough. Django or Flask for attending the interview point of view, for attending the interview point of view. But in this course, I am explaining sample Flask and Django projects. how you need to start the project, how you can create the models. I will explain entirely based on that sample. You can attend the interviews, you can clear it, and you can real time also. It will helpful for you. Okay, this is about the websites. Next, data science. It's a very advanced data science. Okay. Nowadays, if you want to work on historical data, future predictions, okay, anything in the, if you see any website, chart boards, everything will be in the data science. We can consider those are all the data science concepts. Data science concept. Okay. In this course, what I am doing here, I am introducing, there are some Python libraries which are help for data science. Okay, which is help for data science. Okay, those are very important. Okay, the data science, all the code you write in Python only. Once you know the core and advanced Python, you are going to learn this data science. You are eligible to learn for data science. Okay, this is all about the data science. Okay, next, cloud. What is this cloud? This is nothing but the storage. What storage? Data storage. Okay, nowadays what happened, the using the Python script, okay, we are designing interfaces also, like we can call API. API, something is there, integration, API integration, something option will be there. By using the Python script, you can write functions, classes. If you write everything in that particular API integration, okay, you can connect to the backend servers and everything. Okay, by using that, we can use the Python for this cloud. Suppose if you want to store any images, instead of storing in your database, just you need to install, there is a Python library boto 3. Okay, we can call it say boto 3 library. You can install this library, you can connect to the AWS, you can connect to the AWS and we can store the images. Okay, if you want to connect to the RDS, AWS have the RDS database. Okay, if you don't want your own database, you can uh, purchase RDS database, MySQL or PostgreSQL database from the AWS. We can connect to that database. Okay, you can store the data. Python can achieve all these connections. We have all the libraries to connect to the database, store the images, anything for API gateway, we have the Python code is available. Python libraries are available. Okay. Next is who are going for testing. Okay. Testing, automation testing. Okay. We have some Python libraries. Okay, just what this you can do, you can install it automatically, you can go for testing. Don't have fair idea, that much of idea I don't know, but it will work for testing also. I see some of the libraries in the Google search, it will work for testing also. Who, because automation testing is there, the jobs who know Python with testing. Okay, Python with testing, they have more chances to get the jobs. Okay, more chances to get the chance. Okay, DevOps, obviously, if you write any automation, you need present they are using the Python scripting. There is a lambdas will be available. in DevOps. Lambdas will be available in Lambdas. You need to write Python scripting automated your code. What the is exactly this script will be do? What this DevOps will be do? Okay, let me explain what that this DevOps will be do. How the Python will be major role. Okay, in olden days they use the Dockers and YAML files like that, but now they use the some Python script to automated that code. Okay, what this automation, the DevOps. Okay, anyone interest to learn DevOps? Okay, I will explain. Okay, this is the local. This is the version control. We can call it a GitHub or any other Bitbucket, or this is we can call it a version control. Okay, and this is the server. Very important in the production server. Okay, how your code is working. Amazon.com, you are clicking on the Amazon.com or something, Swiggy or whatever maybe, how it's going to working. Okay, the code is available in the server. The code is available in the production server. It run 24 by 7. Okay, the server will be down for 1 second in Amazon. It's a huge loss for Amazon. They use some load balancing concepts and all. We can treat it as the DevOps. Okay, how it's work our Python script here. Okay, the locally you can write some code. Okay, this is you can create some project. It's a real estate project. Assume it's a real estate project. Okay, it it will work locally only. No one can access. No one can access. Okay, what happened? We are commit all this code to this version control. Okay, version control. Once it's going to version control, it's deployed to development server or QA server or production server. There is different stages will be there. I will explain the different stages. How it's going to this version control to these servers. Here the DevOps coming to the picture. DevOps coming to the picture. You can write some script. You can write some script. Okay. Once that local code is entered to some version control, you can trigger it automatically. What updates are there, that will be happen on the server. Okay, there are two ways are there. Without DevOps, is it possible? Earlier, no, there is no DevOps. How they are doing? Okay, manually. Manually. What manually? How it's work? The local, it go to the version control. Okay, as a programmer, you are responsible to. Okay, import this code to the server. Import. Okay, suppose if you miss one update, what happen? Your total code will be collapse. If you miss work, suppose if you work on the project, it will be work on different releases. Okay, every 30 days or 50 days or 3 months the release will be happen. Okay, if you miss one release in the production server, there is a problem of collapsing entire projects. That's why nowadays they are using the DevOps, automating the tasks. The programmer is not responsible. They write some script by using the Python, Node.js, YAML. There is AML files. There are plenty of things are there. Present, they are using the Python. Okay, they write some script. Once that code will be there in the version control, it will be trigger automatically. The updates will be available in this production development or QA servers. This is all about the DevOps. This is all about the DevOps. Okay, this is all about the overview of this Python and all. Okay, is it clear? The overview, who are going to learn, that is very important. Okay, Karthik, you are a fresher or experience?
Yes, sir.
Fresher. Okay, my suggestion is you learn this Python course. Okay, and I will explain some Django, and you are completed, right? What we
Sir,
can
now
call it's BTech completed.
no, degree, BCom computer, general.
Yeah, whatever maybe. You are completing your studies, right? Studies అయిపోయినాయి కదా?
అయిపోయింది.
Okay, then you need to learn this Python with the Django framework. I will help you. Oh, there is some projects are there in the our course. And then design Jason course lo some projects we have some projects. Okay, I will explain how you can go for interview and all. Okay. Venkat, what about you?
Sir, yeah. Finally, BTech and
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Then it's very helpful for Python if you learn Python. Okay, then if you learn for Django and Flask framework, the interview you can crack the interview very well. Okay, in the interview as a fresher, you need to take in mind they don't ask more on the technical, they will ask more on the aptitude and those. Okay, as technically you
okay.
need to know basic of Python, advanced Python is more enough. After that what they are do, they will take as a Python developer, they will guide you as per the project, it will be change. It's a Flask, Pyramid, there are so many are there. If it's a scripting, the Python and core Python, advanced Python is enough. If you go for data science, any data science position, they will train you because you know the Python, they will give the preference to you. Okay, you know the Python, then the training is very easy because you know some libraries, the structure, the everything, the what we can call coding and everything, you know, looping, how to loop the data, how to check the condition, everything you know. That's why they prefer, the company will prefer you. Okay, it's easy to learn this guy Python with data science, Python with framework, Python with testing. Okay, anything interlinked with Python, they prefer you. That's why this Python course is very important. Okay,
Okay.
Sai, you have any doubts? I know you are my friend, you are expert. Okay, this is all about the overview. Okay, let's see what we are going to cover in our course. First 2 days it's a boring topics, I know. 2 days are boring, like I will explain about the theory, but listen carefully. Based on that theory only you can develop the programs. Everything here practical. I will give some, I will post some notes. Okay, you need to complete that. You can reply back on that, otherwise you don't learn Python. If you learn Python first, you need to, you want first patience, and second one is daily practice. At least 1 or 2 hours you need to practice. I teach for 1 hour class, at least you need to learn that in the 2 hours, because the basics if you learn it's easy. When you go for practical you get so many errors, you need to work on those errors, you need to debug it, you need to resolve it, then only it's for you it's easy, otherwise it's, see, it's very hard. Okay, let's understand how it's going to work. Okay, first we are covering the introduction. In the introduction we can cover history, from where it will be starts, how it will be start, how it's using. Okay, prerequisites. If you don't know anything, no problem. If you know about Java and see any concepts, how the Java will be work, how the C will be work, it's a better understand, because I will compare with those two languages. Because C is a procedure oriented programming language, Java is object oriented programming language. Coming to Python is objected and procedure oriented language. Okay, that's why I compare. For introduction I will compare this Python with Java and C, how it's overcome, why we can use Python nowadays very well. Okay, after that very important features discussion, that is very hot of the Python, and garbage collection, memory management. This is one of the important memory management, how memory is allocated internally, if you type how it's going to work. Okay, and difference between C, Java and Python. Okay, this is all about the theory. This is all about the theory. One class it will be take, 1 or 1.5 class it will be take. After that, we are going to install Python in our system. Okay, Python. I will explain how you can write the Python, how easy you can code in the Python. Okay, the next one is there is if you write the Python, you can write in the Notepad also, but there is the IDEs will be introduced. PyCharm, Visual Studio, Anaconda. There are some IDEs will be there. Okay, by using that, how easy you can write the code. Okay, when we are the freshers, we work on the Notepad. In 2015, at that time, we work on the Notepad. I will explain if you work on the Notepad, how you are, how is good for you. If you work on IDE, what is the good for you. Okay, I will explain those. Okay, next we can discuss about comments in Python, doc strings. All these are the topics. Data types, int data type, float data type, how you convert from one data type to another data type. Okay, what are the constants, literals, keywords. Okay, there are 35 keywords. If you learn these 35 keywords, you can complete total Python. Okay, identifiers, how can write the name and how, what is the naming convention, how you can write the method, how you can write the class. There is a specific uh, operators, arithmetic operator, assignment, unary, relational. I think most of you know about the operators. There are 2 3 operators will be available. You don't touch, like membership operators, identity operators. These all are new. Okay, remaining all arithmetic operators, we can childhood, we learn addition, subtraction, all those things. Okay, and operator procedures, proceeding. Okay, what is the first, what is the last? And very, very important topic, input and output. We can call it a dynamic declaration, dynamic data declaration. Okay, I will explain how what is the use of input, output, statements, functions, and all. I will explain the command line arguments. What is the difference between this input, output, and the command line arguments? After that, we are moving to the main tasks about the. From here, it will be starts from the main course. All the programs you can see daily. You can see 10, 12, 13 programs. I will execute it. I will write it. I will execute it. You can see you need to practice all. Okay, a control statement. What is the control statement? What indentation? What is the indentation? This is very important. Okay, if statement, if else, if, while loop, range function, for loop. Okay, else suit. What is the pass, continue, asset statements, return statements, and we'll explain the strings. So there are plenty of concepts in the strings. Okay, length of the string, slicing, concatenation, repeating. Okay, how to remove the spaces, and we can see some programs in the interview programs. We can see all this. Okay, the next we can start with the data structures, list, set, tuple, dictionary. If you work on the any project, if you work, okay, there is 30 to 40% of contribution in these data structures. The data structures contribution is 30 to 40%. It's a high percentage in the project. If any project, if you add the data, get the data, everything will be work on this data structures, list, set, tuple, and dictionaries. Okay. Next, we can define about the functions. This is 100%. This is the 50% of the contribution will be available in the functions. Okay. After that, we can see the what is the module, difference between module, package, and libraries. How many libraries in Python, how it's going to use. Okay. Up to here, we can call it say core Python. All this concept, we can call it say core Python. After that, we can start the advanced Python. what we are going to cover in advanced Python. First, we can introduce the OOPS. What is the OOPS? Object oriented. What is object oriented programming language? What is the difference in the procedure oriented programming language? What is the drawbacks in procedure oriented programming language? That's why we are coming into the object oriented programming language. We can cover all these topics. Okay, next we are discuss about what is the class, what is an object, and the next oops in these all under the oops concepts: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction and interface, how you can hide the data. Okay, next very important, files, how to read the text files, CSV files. Okay, how to read the CSV files, text files, how to read the data, write the data, append the data. We have so many modes will be there. We can discuss all this in the files. Okay, and exceptional handling. Okay, in the real time, if you start any project, compulsory the first point you can write it the exceptional handling, how you can handle the exceptions. Suppose if you enter username and password, if the both are wrong, what it's showing, please check your username and password. We are sending some message. How you are sending that message? By using this exceptional handling mechanism. By using this exceptional handling mechanism only, we are going to send those messages. Okay, and regular expressions. What is this regular expressions? If you see, if you enter username, it will be all in the some capitals, all in the lower cases. You don't want to allow special characters. We are putting some uh, conditions, limitations. Password must be in the characters. It's consisting of capital, smalls, and okay. How it's work? By using the regular expressions. By using the regular expressions, and after that threads. We'll explain about the threads. Threads is nothing but the multiple threads. We have multitasking scenario. Okay, after that we are explaining about, I am explaining about the database connectivity. I am taking some MySQL. By MySQL, how to connect Python to MySQL database, and how to do all the operations, fetch the data, execute the, insert the data. Okay, delete the data. How we can do? We can see it. Okay, after that we are introducing data science modules like pandas, numpy, matplotlib. Like that will have some other will be have. If the time is allow, I will include those also. Pandas, numpy, matplotlib, these are the basic very important data science modules. Without this you don't write single piece of the code also. Without this library you don't write any single piece of the code also. Okay, after all completing, you can create some Flask and Django projects. What is this project? What is the project? Okay, what you learn, some maybe 27 topics you learn. Okay, you can take all these pieces like functions, variables, global variables, local variables, functions, methods, class. Okay, and combine all, we can create one project. We can come up with the project. That is only the project. Project is nothing but not more than that what you learn in core and advanced Python. Okay, the combination of all, where you need to put this function, how you can call this function, how you can send this URL. Okay, that only the project. Okay, the combination of dictionaries, list, tuples, okay, strings, we can introduce all the project. Okay, how you know, how you can write the string, then you can know the how you can place the strings in the project, how you can write the functions, you know how you can write. Whenever you can see the project, then you can know, okay, I declare the function. Okay, in the function concept I learn, I create some object. Okay, I learn this in the some class, uh, some oops concept. Okay, I save some data into the files. Okay, I see this in the files. I raise some exceptions, I see in the exception handling. I put some password protection or password uh, limitation. Okay, this will be available in the regular expressions. What you learn all combine, you can create a project. But as an experience, I know where you need to write that particular expression, where I need to. Okay, as a fresher, you need to learn where you need to put this condition, where you need. Okay, all about the Google will help to write, create, build the projects. They will give some sample projects. You need to write it together. We can work on it. Okay, then you can get the knowledge on how you can create a project. As a fresher, you for entry level, that is enough. Once you can enter based on the project, they will give the training. This is all about the my course syllabus. Anyone have any doubts? Anything you need to cover? Any other things you want to cover? Please let me know. If possible, if time allows, I will explain and I will add those also. Karthik, Venkat, is it clear what we are going to discuss? It's all about 30 classes. It will be take 30 to 35 classes. I am not telling the days. I am telling the classes. Okay. The class will be every day 7:45 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Okay. All I will update in, I will create some Google Class notes. Okay. I will give access to everyone. Okay. You can any doubts you can ask in that place or WhatsApp, whatever maybe what is comfortable for you, that is fine. Okay, and after that you need to do work. Suppose I will today I complete the list, I will give that code and I will give the documents to you. I have all the Word documents and all the documents with me. Okay, you need to learn, you can prepare your notes and please post on that note, that Google. Okay, if anything shortcuts will be there, anything I will explain it. Okay, this is the correct way, this is the wrong way. You need to post all the work in that Google Class notes. So the class timings will be 7:45 a.m. to 8:05. Please attend on time because we have only 1 hour and we need to cover a lot. Okay, 30 classes, 30 classes. The classes will be Monday to Saturday. Sunday no class. If possible, any Saturday if I miss, I will intimate before. Any classes are not there, I will intimate on the Saturday before only. Okay, don't worry. Night only I intimate. You don't want to wake up on early mornings. Okay, Monday to Saturday. This is the plan for next 30 days. You need to concentrate. Okay, then you can prepare resume and put for interview. I will give after this 30 days as my experience. I go for so many interviews, so many companies, big companies, small companies. Okay, I prepared some list of interview questions, some of the typical with programming. Okay, theoretical and same as a programming. Okay, how you can resolve that. If you learn those interview questions, it will very helpful for to crack the interview. I hope everyone clear what we are going to discuss next 30 classes.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, fine. Main thing, practice, practice.